Today, Sunday, March 15th, we'll be doing Umrah Reflections. All of these people have made Umrah last year between October and the end of December, January. So they'll be talking about their experience in Umrah, starting with the brother Umar. Ready? Let's
Sure.
go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
First, I would like to thank Imam Ismail for making it possible for me to, first of all, make the Umrah, because he made it possible for me to make Umrah. So I want to thank him, first of all, for that. And just the fact that people thought that I deserved to go and raise the money and sent me and gave me an all-expense paid trip and expense money, to spend while I was over there, so I was already in a different state of mind, when I got there. People ask me, what was my first thought when I saw the Kaaba when I got there? Well, when I first got there and I saw the Kaaba, I was, wow, okay, that's cool, but it was no, wow, I wasn't like that or anything. And a lot of the places that we went, Kubatain, the Prophet's Mosque, a few of the places that we went, I wasn't really it didn't excite me to see these things. And I was wondering why, because other people that I was with, they were excited, when they were seeing certain things, but certain, that didn't excite me because we didn't see these things in the state that they were as we read about them. They're modernized, we didn't see the original Kaaba or the original Prophet's Mosque. We've seen things that are modernized. And what happened was, we stayed in Medina for 4 days, and then from Medina we went to Mecca. So we drove to Mecca on the bus. It was like a 3-4 hour drive from Mecca to Medina. And that's when I had my epiphany. Because if you go there, you'll see a smooth highway that you're driving on, but on both sides of that highway, it is the most rugged, hostile terrain that you can imagine. And you have to think about how the original believers made hijrah from Mecca to Medina in that environment. Just the environment itself, just ragged, sharp rocks, sand, it's a really hostile environment. And then they had thieves and murderers and tribes chasing them, and they were able to do this, and I thought it had to be Allah inspired, Allah had to make be there for them to do that. Also, when I went to Mount Jabal Noor, when you go there and you see it, Mount Jabal Noor is a very steep mountain. It's a very steep mountain, and now they've cut pathways into it, pathways and steps that you can go up to make it easier. But it still took us a good hour, to get up to the top with about 5 rest stops in between. And when you get to the top of Jabal Noor, you look down, and you can see the city. But what you see is, it is so steep, and then you read about how the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, ran up and down this thing. How? 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 You couldn't run up and down it, with roads cut in it right now. It would be hard to run up and down, but he ran up and down. If you fall, it's death. It is so steep and rocky and raggedy. That's when I know, that this religion, has come from Allah. One of my experiences was when we made Umrah and we made the Tawaf. During the Tawaf, I was able to get to the Kaaba and touch the Kaaba, but I didn't make it to the Black Stone that day. But it was so hard getting to the Kaaba with all the pushing and shoving and people packing around you, I said, well, I'm not even going to try to get to the Black Stone. The next day, Imam sends me a message, I'm going to the Black Stone with the sisters. You want to go? I really didn't want to go. I really didn't want to go because I was, all the pushing and shoving and what we had went, through the day before, I didn't want to go. But I went, and we made it.
Yes, we did.
We made it, took the sisters, to the Kaaba, they touched the Kaaba, and then we went back with myself, the Imam, Sister Ruth,
Lynette.
No, Sister Lynette, and I forget the African brother that was with us. You know, and we fought our way to the Blackstone, and we were able to touch that Blackstone. I came out bloody.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
I came out bloodied, you know, and we don't know how Sister Lynette did it, you know. 'Cause she was right in front of me, but I couldn't see her because there's so many people, and we were so packed together, you know, you couldn't see her. But she made it, and she got her hand up inside there, you know. But it was really an experience. I tell people I saw the best of Islam and I saw the worst of Islam while I was over there. You know? But I would love to go again. And once again, like, you know, I appreciate you, Ismail, for what you did. Thank you.
My experience was a little different than Brother Umar. All I saw was really beauty. When, you know, we had a problem with the flights being delayed. So we got in late the first day to Medina. I don't think we slept all night long. So the first day, we got up, well, I shouldn't say we got up, we were talking, and then we decided it was time to go and pray. So as I was walking down the street in Medina, and then I saw all of the people coming in with us from up every side, just coming to walk with us. And I thought about the book club where we read the Surah, the Prophet, about the people running to pray. And it overwhelmed me. I said, I am here. I am in the midst of all of this. And I could not believe it. And then as we kept walking, and then we got to the mosque, we saw a sea of people just praying, just like me, to Allah, just like me. Then I thought about, these are the people that I can see. I'm sure there are other people on the other side. And that was really overwhelming to me. And then the second thing was, when we went to the Kaaba, that day, I didn't go with the original group because I think my legs were tired, and I heard about them pushing and shoving, and I didn't think I could do that. And Imam called me and said, Mama, where are you? And I said, oh, I felt so bad because I didn't go. So he said, he called back and he said, well, we're going to go at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to take the brothers to surround the sisters and protect them. Because we did go on the trolley, and we couldn't see the Kaaba. We rode around on the trolley, and the guide, he explained things to us as we rode around. But when we went at 1 in the morning, and the brothers surrounded us, I was still thinking about we're going to be pushing and shoving. And we did, because all the brothers surrounded us, but then there were some few guys, muscular guys, that were just pushing us. And so Imam said, let them go. So we let them go, and these brothers, they surrounded us, and they got us to that Kaaba. When I got to the Kaaba, there was a lady there that would not move. And she was right on the left of me. And I was thinking, I'm too close to this Kaaba not to touch this Kaaba. So I reached up, and I touched that Kaaba, and I couldn't believe it. It was so, I had to reach and touch it again. I couldn't believe that I was there. I had an absolutely wonderful time. But the third thing that touched me was the bond that I made with my sisters. Sister Ruth, Sister Wakila, and Sister Lynette. I mean, every night we talked. I'm sure we didn't go to bed till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And we shared things about each other. And I mean, it's a bond that I would take with me for the rest of my life. Even when we went everywhere together. We went to breakfast together, we went to lunch together, we went to dinner. And sometimes walking, I got a little tired, I would reach for Sister Wakila. She'd grab me by the arm and take me on with her. And Sister Ruth, she had to grab me one time. I thought I was about to fall out. And she had her arm around me like I was a little baby, just rubbing my arm and there was in the water. But we had a wonderful, wonderful time. We lost for Sister Lynette. We looking all over at Sister Lynette. We found Sister Lynette. She was shopping. Don't be talking about us. But I'm going to tell you, we lost our leader, Sister Ruth. Like, what we gonna do? We out here in this store, we don't know where to go. Where is Sister Ruth at? So we saw some of the people that were in the group, they wasn't from this masjid, and we asked. They said, oh yeah, we saw her. She was up at the top of the elevator. I said, yeah, that's our leader. She said, yeah, I know, but I saw how she handled y'all. So we had a wonderful, wonderful time. I really enjoyed myself. And thank you.
That sounds like, I also want to thank Imam Ishmael for making it possible for me to be on Umrah. My husband and I had planned on going together, and we had some difficulties come up, and so we were like, we're not going to be able to go. And I don't know about y'all, but I tell you, in the morning, at Fajr time, Allah is like a direct line to me in the morning. Because we finished making prayer, and I said to him, we both can't go, but I think maybe I can go. We don't have enough money for both of us, but we could probably swing me. And alhamdulillah, we was able to do that. In preparation for going over there, I didn't want to be excited by the gold and all of that, you know, frill and all of that. And I kept saying, you know, that's not what I'm going for. That's not what I'm interested in, you know. And so when we got there, we got to Medina. Medina is the most peaceful place, I'm going to say, in the world. I ain't been everywhere in the world, but it was so peaceful in Medina. Like everywhere we went, like the sister said, we went together. I don't think, I got more sleep than everybody else. They stayed up talking all night long.
Got sleep too.
Yeah, she did, but I got most. But that wasn't a lot. We probably had about 2-3 hours of sleep every day. And outside of that, we were gone all day, every day. And the other sisters that went before us, they shared how they were crying and, you know, everything was emotional and was hitting them. And I was saying to myself, And then I had to say to Brother Imam, I don't know, maybe something wrong with us because we keep laughing. I don't know whether we getting it or not, you know. But I went to the Prophet's Mosque, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, and the adhan is being called, and everything stops. That was alhamdulillah. You can be in the middle of shopping. You are not going to get what you want. You're not getting no food. Lights out, everything gone. It's just a wrap, you know. But to make prayer there, it was so peaceful. And I think I was okay. I was okay with that. And then we went to the Rada. And when I went inside, it was just something hit me. And I knew I was someplace that was so special and so blessed, you know. And the tears started coming down. I was like, oh man, now I'm gonna be a crybaby, you know. But it was such a surreal feeling being there. We didn't get to go all through it like some of the other people, but the part that we got into and the experience that I had there was just alhamdulillah. I was so thankful for that. And then we took that long ride to Mecca and got to Mecca, and that was overwhelming. It was so many people, just everywhere, you know. And our hotel was right there. We just walked right out and walked right across, and then we were there. And then it was like, when am I going to see the Kaaba, you know? And then all of a sudden you come around, and then wow, it's there. It is there, you know. And like Arlene said, we didn't go on the floor the first time. We took it was a golf cart, whatever, and they took us around. We did the 7 times around, and the guy was really knowledgeable and helpful, and he explained everything, and we said all that we were supposed to say. And then we did in the same cart we did between Mafar, and that was the second time that the tears start flowing, you know, because I'm saying to myself, this is a mother, right? And she don't have nothing but this baby, and her faith in Allah. That was it. And she went back and forth and back and forth, back and forth, and she got her blessings, you know. And it gave me an overwhelming feeling of what it means to be a mom. And, you know, and trust in Allah, no matter what is going on, you know. So that was another time. And then, like she said, Brother Imam said, we going. And so we got ready, and we went, and the guys was like this, and they were like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh man, Brother Imam, what he said? He said, let them go. We let them go, and then Brother Imam said, go in, and we would slide in, and we go around, and we slide in, and finally we got right to the Kaaba. And like she said, it was a crazy lady who was trying to scale the wall, and you know, they trying to push her back, and somebody's behind me hollering, move. I said, no, it's her. But anyway, finally, we all touched the Kaaba, and Brother Imam said, you touch? I said, I got it, I got it. He's like, all right. I said, I'm out, right? And the most peaceful trip out of there. You know, I did like this, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, and I walked all the way out, straight out, came right where Brother Imam shaking his head, came right where Brother Imam told us to be. Nobody bumped into me, I had no problems, I came right out. This is the funny part, Brother Imam didn't see me, and he thought he lost me. Yeah. So when he came out, he said, alhamdulillah, here you go, because there's no way I could tell your husband I lost you. He said, we was getting ready to go right on back in to find you. So it was like, we didn't have to worry about nothing. Brother Imam and Brother Umar and Brother Jabril. And I mean, all the brothers was right there. They was right there. It didn't matter. All the pushing and shoving and all of that was going around, and people being all crazy and stuff. I don't even know why they were there, right? But it was all right. It was all right. So we did that, and then we shopped a lot. We shopped a lot. We ate. Oh gosh, we ate so good. And then our trip went on to Egypt, Cairo, and the hotel was nice, the food was nice, everybody there was not nice. I'm just going to say that we may complain being here in this country, okay, but the cultural nuances around the world will make you think twice about what you do on a daily, right? People are so uncouth, they don't have no manners, you know, and so you just have to, I mean, even at the Masjid, we was having some issues, right? And you have to say, all right, I'm gonna let this slide. I'm gonna let this slide. But I had my sisters with me.
Yeah, it was about to be on
right?
one time.
It was about to be on.
About to be on one time.
This one here. But it actually was me.
You was messing with my sister to let that happen.
Right, right. But it was an experience. I will never forget these sisters. I will never forget what we went through. And I will forever be grateful for the opportunity to go on Umrah. Alhamdulillah.
Hold on, one more thing.
What was
While you was in Egypt, was you on the camera? Don't forget
Oh
that.
my gosh, you needed to say that, brother
I
man?
needed to say that.
Okay, so
So
we're up
funny.
there, everybody is waiting in line for the camels. I wanted to go get on the horse, right? Brother Imam said, you're gonna ride a horse, you can ride a horse anywhere. You think you can ride a camel when we get back to Virginia? I was like, okay, fine, okay. So if you never ever seen a camel, never experienced a camel, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. So they're down here, right? So we get on, right? And then they get them, and you lean forward, and the man said, lean me back. I said, how am I leaning back when the camel is leaning forward? And then all of a sudden, they get on all four of those legs, and you are all the way up in the air, and I was scared to death. My imam is laughing, right? I'm holding the front like this, and I'm holding the back like this, because I cannot move. But my whole time, I'm looking because I'm trying to figure out if I could just put my leg over here and slide off of this camel, I'm done. I'm out of here, right? And I said, that's a long way down there. He might step on me, right? So we go in, and Brother Imam's laughing still. And I'm riding, and then the